Okay, hello.
Hello.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to YPC SKADII. This is the Dota tournament that has come down all the way to the grand finals among the 7 teams. And there'll be 2 teams competing for the finals in today's event between Maggie Kari and Team Raw. My name is Hayden.
And my name is Idris.
And we'll both be your casters for this game tonight.
Alright, cool. So now today's the day, right, for the final for the between the Team Maggie Kari and Team Raw.
Okay, so for Maggie, they've already picked up the Jakiro, one of their favorite heroes to be playing in the Dota tournament in this SKADII event. And it's one of the most picked support heroes, especially with its amazing crowd control, the ice path, and the amount of DPS damage per second that it can bring to the team fights. It's always amazing whenever teams picked it up.
Exactly, but don't forget with the Witch Doctor. Witch Doctor, he can be superbly versatile in any kind of the situation. He can distance and heal, and also the burst damage is quite literally very good. And he can kill like, more than heroes. Jakiro, especially for the ulti, is more on the one straight line, but for Witch Doctor, especially when they already have the Aganims or Shard, it's really hard to escape from the damage dealt by the Witch Doctor.
Yeah. And here we see the Shadow Shaman already being picked up by Maggie Kari, also another versatile disabler and one of the best pushers. We see Maggie Kari is already running a very push-heavy lineup.
And surprisingly, their second choice by the Team Raw will be the Klings, which is, yep, Klings is quite good. I mean, the previous patch is quite strong for the Klings, but even now, the damage dealt by the Klings also quite, I mean, it's very dangerous if they don't find an item to counter back it again.
Yeah, we see really interesting bans coming from Maggie Kari. Most of the time they love to ban the Slug. It's probably a hero that they just don't want to deal with. And then they're also banning the Viper, probably somebody that is break heavy, maybe the Phantom Assassin for example, or either the Bristleback that suffers a lot from the Viper's Nether Toxin break.
Exactly, then not to mention that they also the first hero they ban is the Beastmaster, and sorry,
the Primal Beast?
Primal Beast, sorry, it's a Primal Beast, but Primal Beast is very good in the crowd control, DPS, a good initiator, and one of the best tanker as well in the team.
Yeah, and Team Raw also doesn't want to deal with the Faceless Void.
Ooh, Faceless Void. Yeah, that is one of hero that if I would play in the game, I'm gonna definitely ban the Void, you know, like it can come control and out of nowhere and then ulti, then okay, we all gone.
Yeah, Faceless Void is one of the best heroes in team fights once they are well placed, especially against heroes that use or depend a lot on the Black King bar, the BKB. And probably heroes like Klings will be getting the BKB in the late stages of the game, and yeah, Chronosphere is able to just pull him out of the BKB or even detect the invisibility of his Windwalk.
You're right. But we'll see how the full compositions from the team Maggie Kari, because they are picking 2 of the support hero. One is the Jakiro, I believe one of the stun, and don't forget the third skill can slow down the enemies and deal a little bit of damage to the heroes. And also for Shaman literally need a good tanker, because especially on the third skill of the Shackle, he need to hold the enemy as much as he can. And not to mention the Hex. Yep, Hex is one of the good counter. They don't have to buy the item, Hex item, to counter the enemies.
Yeah, Shadow Shaman offers a lot of disabilities later on in the game. And we see Team Raw already picking up one of their carries, revealing position 1 hero. Whereas Maggie Kari has only revealed both their support heroes, and they have more versatility between rotation of their cores, mid, carry, and also their offlaner.
Ooh, Sensor.
And they picked up the Centaur Warrunner, one of their favorite offlanes as well. This is usually run by their captain Ioxiwa. He offers a huge tankability in the game, and also the ability to just offer the team to move in or even move out with his ultimate in place.
Yep, definitely. Sento is one of the best initiator in the team. Good tanky, and also especially the ulti can save their own teammate, especially when they already have the gun in. The next pick is Tusk.
Interesting. This Tusk pick, is it a replication from the TI? We've seen how team. Which team was it? Was it
Team
Tundra? Yeah, Team Tundra. They actually run the Tusk mid and actually went for a Desolator and obliterated the next team, which was OG.
Yep. Tusk is also one of the hero that can quick initiating, save your own teammates, and especially the ulti itself also can deal a lot of good damage to especially to the soft heroes like Shaman, the Chuck hero. They need to be extra aware on that.
Yep, but in this case, I think Team Raw is running Tusk as a support. They're probably using him as a person to disjoint attacks and to save their carries. Because here they picked up the Pangolia, which is more likely to be the offlane. Sometimes played as a mid hero, but performs really well in the offlane.
Pangolia also is a very good choice as an initiator. Also a good stun, also can be disable any hero using his third skills.
And the Amber Spirit being picked up by Maggie Kari.
Oof, Amber, a very good mobility, good initiator, stuns. Is one a hero that you need to counter a lot.
Yeah, very versatile hero, able to move in and out and rejoin the fights after healing back at the fountain. And we see that Maggie Kari, every of their hero has a capability to just disable the teams that they come up with.
If you watch the lineup properly based on the Maggie Kari punya team, you see Jakiro and Shaman, the mobility is quite slow. But in comparison to the Cento, but it was been offset by the Cento's punya ulti. Amber good initiating in and out. I believe when you look into in the totality of the war, they have a very good in and out during the war.
Yeah, you're right, Idris. They're able to just shuffle between the skirmishes, right? Whenever a fight breaks out, they can choose to re-engage whenever they want. Especially if Shadow Shaman picks out the Blink Dagger, Amber Spirit just remnant in and uses his Sleight of Fist. The whole fight can turn around and counter-initiate.
Yeah, imagine Jakiro have the Ice Path, Shadow Shaman with Shotgun and Hex, Cento with the Stunner, and then Amber Spirit with the Chain. Technically, they need a BKB for the Team Raw, especially the Tusk, because they only have one hero that give a good stun, which is a Witch Doctor. The rest of it, they rely on the items.
Yeah, that's a reliable stun, but it takes a while for the paralyzing cast to reach the heroes, especially with the projectile speed. So probably within that time, Amber Spirit, if he picks up a BKB, he can easily avoid such a damage.
True.
Yeah, I think Kumpulan Raw, Team Raw, they need a more reliable stun, especially to control team fights. Cause once the Centaur War Runner uses his ultimate, you're not catching anyone else. They're all gonna be running away from your grasp, and then they have a chance to counter-initiate once your team converges into a bad position.
I wonder what will be the last hero picked by the Team Raw, because they really need a good initiator for the team fight, especially want to counter with a very good chemistry between the Sensor, Jakiro, Amber Spirit. If Amber Spirit a good initiator, then they're in the deep trouble.
Yeah, we'll wait and see, because here Team Raw has banned out one of their favorite heroes. In fact, the Juggernaut has already been picked up by Team Raw, and they decide to go against it because they've already picked up Clinks. And now most likely they are left with their mid hero to deal against the Amber Spirit. We see Maggie Kari decides to ban out quite a number of heroes that chooses to silence, especially this will prove problematic for the Amber Spirit.
We'll see what will be the last hero picked by the Team Raw.
Yep. I just like to point out that Maggie Kari decided to use the actual brand, Maggie. In no way that they are actually sponsored by the brand itself, Maggie, okay? They just happen to love the symbol and the logo that comes from it.
Oh, they really take their time with their last hero.
Well, it is the first game after all of today. It is a best of 3 series. 7 teams coming into 2. This is the grand finals, and they'll be competing for a prize pool of 1,100 ringgit in just this final match alone.
Exactly. Which team will gonna claim the 700 ringgit for today, right?
Yeah, so far we are still waiting for the last 15 seconds coming down from Team Raw. They are really taking their sweet time, and hopefully they will not random into a random hero as the clock ticks down.
Oh, 5 seconds left.
Is this an invoker? And they decide to go with the
Darkseer.
Darkseer. Oh my goodness.
Okay.
This is an off-lane Darkseer. That must mean their Pangolier is mid, their Tusk is a support. I think that's how they're gonna run it.
Well, if you see the current lineup from the team Raw, even the Tusk also can play an offlaner. Even the Darkseer also can play as a support. So we'll see how the game will look like.
Yeah, one of the nastiest combos that you can expect from Team Raw is if Klings picks up a Gleipnir and you see a Darkseer vacuums everyone in and the Gleipnir comes in and then you see a strap of arrows and whoa, people just melt in the vacuum right away. Plus you have your Wiz Doctor picking up the paralyzing cast, able to hold people in place.
Oh, Ursa!
Maggie, Kari going on the offensive here. They pick up the Ursa, heavily picking the offensive side to rush in, get in there into their faces, and leaving no room for escape.
I see. Honestly speaking, when I look into the team Raw, the key of their success in the war will be the Darkseer, honestly speaking. Comes along with the Pangolier, and then Klings will be the finisher.
Yeah, when I look at the team fights between these two, I feel that Kumpulan Raw, Team Raw, is more dependent on initiating perfectly. Whereas Maggie Kari has more versatility in terms of making mistakes, pulling in and out. They can shuffle their lanes and they can even move around a lot more better. So, Idris, what do you think about the draft? I'm more in favor of Maggie Kari right now. Maybe on paper it looks good for Kumpulan Raw, but I think to pull it off to perfection, I think Maggie Kari has more room for mistakes.
If I were to summarize everything, if you look into of the chemistry, into the composition, I will see definitely the MK, but never underestimate for the team Raw because we do not know what kind of the strategy they are looking at, especially when they pick a Darkseer, Pangolier as their main initiators.
Alright.
Okay, the game is on. Is it between the Team Maggie Kari or Team Raw who's gonna claim the 700 ringgit for the Champion Dota 2 in SKADII SKADII 2022? Oh, okay, alright.
And ladies and gentlemen, right away we have a tactical pause. Okay, without further ado, maybe we'll just have a little introduction of the teams. Here on the Radiant side, we have Team Maggie Kari. On the Radiant side, we have Team Maggie Kari. Playing the Ember Spirit is Jigson. The Centaur War Chief is Ioxiwa. The Ursa being played by Little Giant. And Coco on the Jakiro. And last but not least, we have Gut playing the Shadow Shaman. And on Team Raw side, we have Kimosabi playing the Pangolier. Sun God Nika playing the Tusk. XL91 on the Wiz Doctor. And also we have Alfie playing the Darkseer. And last but not least is Vasco, the Kari Klings. And already a smoke being carried out by the Team Raw as they venture towards the mid lane.
Oh, they are looking the first blood as
they are pinging the top side of the Dire type jungle. And that's where they will make a beeline towards that area. And on the bottom side, however, we're seeing Team Maggie Kari just slowly strutting towards the bottom. They go make a beeline as well, converging. Most likely the teams will not meet up unless they decide to go down the mid lane.
It seems the Team Raw is looking at an opportunity to get the first blood for this round.
The smoke has worn off and they are posturing around. Oh, they're using a second smoke again.
The smoke was timed out. Now they're using the second smoke to find a kill.
Oh, interesting play. Will they be able to find anything? As Darkseer is already posturing himself at the bottom lane of the river. They're trying to look for the runes. And the runes are still taking a bit of time, which is about 25 seconds. Here we see a sentry already being placed down. And Coco, lucky for him, none of the Team Raw is waiting for him.
They decided to go play safe instead of having a war and an initiation early war with the team Maggie Kari.
Here it is. We're going to see a fight clash at the bottom. They're going to try to go for the rune, and Jason decides to go against it. Both teams will happily claim their...
It's a 2-on-2 for the bounty runes.
Okay, so Vasco and Sun God Nika will be going top. We see Coco, Jakiro, he's still all the way at top lane, all by his lonesome, and Ioxiwa will be making his way slowly to the top. At mid lane, we're seeing Jason against Kimosobi, the Pengolia versus the Ember Spirit in a one-on-one matchup of the mid lane. We see an exchange of blows, and at the bottom lane, we have Little Giant playing the Ursa, and also Alfie. Shadow Shaman is having a bit of a jungle war, Guru against Axel.
It seems that the Shadow Shaman is trying to block the creep. I mean, not block the creep, I mean like respawn the creeps. Yeah, sorry.
Top lane, we're changing a number of blows here. As Ioxiwa is already trapped in the ice shard, he's getting 1-2 hits. He will be able to make it out of there alive.
That was so close to get a first blood.
A nice ice shard there from Sun God Nika, able to trap Ioxiwa in the ice shards there.
It's just quite unfortunate that the center is quite tanky, have a very good strength-based HP base, and took some time for them to deal the damage to get the first blood, but it's okay, so a good try anyways from the Team Raw. Ah, it's...
Jason taking a number of blows. In terms of the net worth, Jason is already leading. A bit of ahead of the Pengolia, and is doing quite well. In fact, when we look at Maggie, Kari, they're doing quite well in terms of net worth and the last hits as well. Okay, exchanging blows, nice dodge there by Jason.
Ah, that was a miss. The first skill came from the Pengolia.
Pengolia has very little mana left. And on the bottom lane, being chased by Ursa, Little Giant will be able to get the first blood onto XL91, and in exchange, Alfie will be able to get the kill onto Good. A 1-for-1 exchange, but Little Giant will come out of that on top in terms of the first blood gold.
The first blood claimed by for the MK, which is Ursa. It's a good start for the MK team. Okay, now Center is kind of a bit of tanky, since that King's having a difficult time to farm because especially when the Centaurs with the third skill, the return damage, and then the Jakiro with the third skill slow down the attack speeds. I think the King's having a difficult time to farm at the top lane, but we'll see how.
So far, Darkseer is having a good time at bottom lane. He's getting one of the highest net worth among all the offlaners, and even the cores. As Little Giant is also putting himself way up there, thanks to the first blood he scored onto XL91. Jason and Kimosobi exchanging blows.
The damage deal by the Pengolia is quite painful.
Yep, but he's protected by the fire shield, so he's pretty confident with that. And on the top lane, Ice Shards, they're going to go on Ioxiwa, both of them 2-on-1. He's going to try to make his way to juke into the jungle. Is he going to be successful? Oh. There's a snowball coming in, and 1-2 hits, that's going to be finishing him off. The magic stick not able to save him, and Ioxiwa will take the fall. The second kill going in the way of Team Raw over to Vasco.
Good perform by the...
And Jason might be the next one to fall. One more hit, two more hits, and he will be able to make out of there alive thanks to the Ironwood branch able to block the view of the Kimosabi. Jason gonna make his way towards the rune. He does have a bottle, and that should nicely heal him up. Kimosabi also has a bottle. They would be able to put them in a well-placed area to fight it off. On the bottom lane, they're able to get a hold onto Alfie, but is it enough? Is there another skill coming in? Nope, not enough. In fact, that was a very close call. One more hit could have ended Alfie's life.
That is very close to kill the Darkseer. Oh, look, the Shadow Shaman is going to pin.
And Little Giant is going to make his move towards him. but he's just gonna get out there nicely
close.
alive thanks to his ability called the Surge, able to get out of any kind of slows regardless of.
Yeah, that's a very close to kill the Daxia. If the Shadow Shaman pick the Hex instead, I believe that Ursa can get the second kill.
Nice exchange of blows in between mid. These guys are really duking it out head to head.
Okay, oh no.
Oh, Snowball running in.
Jakiro
Coco is in a lot of trouble. But Sun got Nika. He's gonna get stunned up. And now Ioxi was the one in trouble. The tag team comes on and is taking a lot of damage. Coco has no skill to pull up. Ioxi might be able to want to just fall again. One more hit, able to avoid it. Oh, he just makes it out there barely alive, but he just got a break. When will he be able to get out of there?
I think it's all thanks to the Ring of Health. It regenerates the 5 or 6 HP per second.
Yeah. Vasco already picking up the Falcon Blade. That should give him a lot of mana regen and also damage to be able to sustain his lane.
He is, and he did a good mana regen at the early game.
Kimosabi waiting for the rune. He has
the
arcane rune,
almost close,
but it's not enough. And he should be able to get back into the fight. On the bottom lane, however, they're able to pick up the kill onto Axel. Yes, he can. The paralyzing cast was not there in time, and he will be able to secure the kill. Another kill going to Little Giant, as he is now the top of the net worth, ahead by 500.
Now both teams score 2-on-2. But seems like the Ursa look very comfortable farming at the bottom lanes. It seems that the Shaman take a good care of their carry very well this time.
Yeah, Ursa is one of the best early to mid game heroes, able to put a lot of pressure on the enemy team, especially if it's aggressive skills.
Combo with the Shadow Shaman with the Shackle, it's made a lot easier for the Ursa to kill the enemy team.
But we see the Pangolier Kimosabi is really struggling in terms of the farm, as Jason is slightly dominating in terms of net worth. Oh, and Jason going in, Remnant, one last hit onto the Sleight of Fist, and he is able to finish out the Pangolier right away. Jason grabbing a kill, solo. Under the top lane, can they find Vasco? In fact, they're going to try to re-engage onto YOCY. He is stopped with the tag team, they're going to try to go on him. The body block from Coco, yes he can. And as I say, we actually missed the kill on the bottom lane as Witch Doctor Axel has fallen to the hands of Little Giant.
Well played from the Coco to save the Centaur from getting killed by the enemy. And I'm quite surprised that Ember didn't pick the first kill, the Searing Chain though.
IOCY in trouble. Nice! Alright! Nice after coming from Coco, but the strap is able to finish him off.
Very painful.
And here we see Amber Spirit is going to come and join the fight. He's going to try to go in. Is there any Remnant? No, there's not enough mana. In fact, he's waiting for the magic charge. One more hit, two more hits. They should be able to get the kill onto Tusk, and here we see a rotation coming from XL. He throws out the paralyzing cast, but it's not going to connect onto Ember. And he's going to try to fall out and try to find where the Clinks has gone. In fact, they're all hiding in the jungle right now, hoping to get away from the hands of the Sleight of Fist.
It's very close to kill the Clinks just now. If he has the Searing Chain, and I believe they could kill at least.
Nice rotation from Ember, able to grab a kill onto the Tusk, but this does leave a small room of farming for Kimosabi at the mid lane. And Jisun, he will be able to return to claim that lane. Little Giant, knowing that he cannot really take the lane by himself, as we see Alfie already spamming iron shells everywhere, it's really hard to sustain a lane like this, especially if the Ducks here are already reaching level 5 and soon to have his level 6.
Pangolier is still farming at the mid lane, still getting his items.
Pangolier is really healthy. Jisun needs to be careful though, he's only down to just 2 charges in his magic stick, and Kimosabi even has an illusion rune ready to go.
If you look on the network, it seems that Ursa and the Ember is on the leading right now. Comes with the Clinks and Centaur and finally Pango.
Okay, Dux here actually falls down to the hands of Little Giant thanks to the help of Good, able to lock him down with just 1 level in the shackles and even another Ether Shock to boot.
Yes, Ursa and Shaman, it's a very good combo to kill.
Yeah, it's hard to go alone against this kind of combo, it's disgusting.
I strongly believe that the Witch Doctor could not leave the...
He's gonna teleport to the top and he's gonna try to surprise Coco. In fact, I think they should know about this. Coco is going to position himself back away, and Ioxiba is going to try to probably bait this out. We see 3 heroes already converging at the top lane, and they're looking for something.
Is it the Pango is waiting for the good initiator with the ulti?
Sun God trying to bait him out.
Oh, there he goes.
Rolling Thunder, rolling in. Ioxiba, he should be
Okay,
able
they're
to
gonna aim with... Ah!
Ioxiba still not gonna pop his ulti. He's gonna wait for the Ember Spirit to come in, but in fact Good has already showed himself up, and now he will pop the Stampede. They're gonna try to land as much damage as they can, and they will take out the Tusk immediately right away with the double edge. And here they're gonna get one more onto Alfie. Can one more right click? Yes, he can.
Nice.
Damage control here. One more on the dear Kimosabi, and a 3-person wipeout for the team Maggie Kari onto Team Raw. Nice convergence there as they're able to counter initiate the advancements of Team Raw.
Last minute, Jakiro get the level 6 and then finish off with his ulti to kill the Pangolier. That was very good.
This is probably part of Team Raw strategy. They're going as Turtle, a Turtle strategy whereby they're gonna allow Vasco as much time as they can to farm as much as he can. But at the same time, as I say that, all of his teammates are dying very, very fast, and they're falling like flies. So Team Raw is really depending a lot on Vasco to carry this heavy weight, and he's trying to farm his butt as fast as he can.
Exactly. I think they are strongly dependent on the things. Where until they have the proper item, then they can have a very comfortable to have a war against with the team Maggie Kari.
Yeah, and I think Maggie Kari recognizes this. That's why they're going for a very heavy push lineup, and they're gonna try to finish this game as soon as possible before Klings gets big and strong.
Exactly. Is this their first item after the Facebook from the center? It will be the Vanguard? Yeah, that's a very tanky.
Kimosabi still building his way towards the Diffusal Blade. At the top lane, Ioxiba is still venturing forward. He's feeling a lot safer now that he has secured the Vanguard, making him very, very tanky against the lineup that Team Raw has. Oh, how did I miss that kill? They actually died the Tower 1. 3 heroes converging onto the Pangolia. Kimosabi has been taken out by the hands of Coco.
I do believe the Ember Spirit is the one who first initiate and then comes along with the Shadow Shaman with the Hex and Shackle, and that's how they finish off with the Pangolia and mid.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Yep, that's pretty much it. Even the Ice Path to boot.
Oh, surprisingly they did use the Shackle more on the Hex.
Yeah, more to the Hex and the Ice Path, and yeah, the rest of it comes from the Searing Change. The most amount of damage actually comes from Jakiro. Look at that, 351.
Never underestimate Jakiro.
At the bottom lane, Little Giant has managed to kill off the XL Witch Doctor, and one by one they start to fall to the hands of Ursa as well as Jason, and they have laid down the Serpent Wards. They're gonna try to take out this tower as fast as possible. Go careful, already tanking the tower, but the Serpent Ward is doing a lot of damage, and they should be able to secure. Yes, they can. Luckily, it was not denied by Kimosabi.
No, I understand why they picked the Jakiro and the Shadow Shaman. It was meant for the Ursa, for the hit.
Yeah, Team Maggie Kari already having a 7k gold lead against Team Raw. Okay. Vasco having the Maelstrom, he's gonna try and pick up his treads to finish off that last piece of item. And here next they're gonna posture for the last tier 1 tower standing, which is the bottom lane, and Little Giant on his way to he's already completed the Battle Fury.
But I do believe the Team Maggie Kari is trying to finish this game as soon as possible, because if they are trying to drag this game, they have really a very deep trouble, especially when they counter with the Klings. Darkseer is very good in the late game, especially when they already have the Agani Refresher, Guardian Grief, Blade. They'll be having a difficult time.
And in the top lane, however, they try to ice tap the.
They try to
is they gonna get killed?
No, that's very close.
He doesn't have the stun, but he does have the double edge. But I don't think it's enough to finish him off. And in fact, the counter initiation will not be successful. And bottom lane, Jigsaw will just return to the bottom lane to continue pushing.
Yeah, it's very close to get killed by the Centaur.
Yeah, but it's very ballsy of the Team Raw to actually go onto Ioxiba. to start it off, and you see that they did even connect the swashbuckle and the shield crash, and it was I don't know, it would have been a moment to pull out from there.
Honestly speaking, the Team Raw really need to find a way to control their lanes because currently the Team Maggie Kari have a very good in the how to say in the positionings, and also they're very comfortable to farm at their own lane, their own areas instead.
Yeah, the way Maggie Kari is playing right now is that they're gonna play convergently onto the mid lane, and they're just gonna leave Aoxiwa all by his lonesome because he's just gonna keep pushing. He's gonna apply pressure on the top lane. And at the same time, they're just gonna keep occupying the Dire jungle. And here we see that they are gonna converge onto him from the backside. They're gonna even land the Maledict. And Aoxiwa, he's gonna be in trouble. He's taking a few damage of that, but at the same time, Jason comes in with a double damage, able to counter initiate and finish off Axel, but from behind. Snowball onto Coco. Can he survive this? He managed to let down a lot of damage coming out from him. But Aoxiwa might be the next one to fall from this. But at the same time, they managed to get the control. Aoxiwa managed to get out there. Even the control of the Vasco, is he able to get out there? They will finish off 1-for-1 now. Leaving 2 standing, and
that's very close.
Okay, Jason is going to be the last one standing, and reinforcements coming in from the Witch Doctor. He will cancel that as he is afraid of the double damage still remaining onto Jason.
Yeah, I just realized that Witch Doctor doesn't have the ulti. I think that's the reason why they cannot finish off the Centaur in the early fight.
There's a slight advantage in that team fight. The gold exchange is actually tilted towards Team Raw. But in terms of XP, Team Maggie Kari actually comes out on top. It's a very fair exchange, but still, Maggie Kari is sitting on an 8k gold net worth lead. And this means that quite a number of items is already out and available for their cores. And they're gonna try again. Jason gonna go on to Excel. The steering change doesn't connect. That would have been a missed opportunity. And Little Giant, in the same time, he will collect the Aegis.
Though the MK is dominating the games, but never underestimate the Clips because now the Clips is leading in the goal at the second place with the 8k worth goal, and they are strongly relying on the Clips to turn the tide against with the MK.
They're gonna try again.
They're trying to kill the Centaur.
A nice vacuum. He's a bit far from his tier 1 tower, and none of his teammates are going to be there to help him out, and he will be able to make out there safely regardless.
Yeah, I think they just want to save just to secure the lanes, and it's a good choice to have a multi as their first item because the Eclipse really need a heavy farm at this game. Then they can farm with the Gleipnir to start the elimination of the war against them.
A bit far out. They're going to find Sun God. Are they gonna go on him? Oh, guess not. Even Kimosobi has already used the Rolling Thunder, and Aoxiwa has responded with a Stampede to help his teammates get out there.
Okay.
And Little Giant running in. He will be able to finish off the XL, the first to fall in the team fight from Team Raw. And Maggie Kari will try to push their luck and decide not against it. Whereas Klink's Vasco is gonna try his best to push the bottom lane. Instead, he will try to join the mid lane as they will try to hold the bottom. And they will find the nice stun lock.
Both heroes got frapped by the ice puff from the Jack hero and comes along with the ultis.
They got Kimosobi as well. Aoxiwa still alive from there, but Gu will be the next to fall from Maggie Kari. At the same time, they will trade his life over to take down the Tusk.
Well played from the Centaur. Initiated as a tanker.
Yeah, Centaur has been really, really good this game. He is living on the line, like he's really walking on the live wire there. Always surviving with pin drop HP. Sadly, Bones was not able to join the team fight, which they really, really need, and they lack the amount of damage that's coming out from Team Raw.
All they need is just one more, just only one more for Team Raw to turn the tide of these games.
Yeah. And we see the net worth slowly climbing for Maggie Kari, and now they're sitting at 10k net worth. But they're also applying pressure little by little. The towers are actually taking some damage, especially the mid lane. They're trying to finish it off as quickly as possible. The more towers they take down, the more map control they're able to secure. Especially once they take down the tier 2 tower, they're able to then control the outposts, which will allow them to take over the dire jungle.
Honestly speaking, Team Raw really need to find a way to how to keep their supports, especially the Shadow Shaman with their hats, with the shackles, come along with the Jakiro, the Ice Puff and the ultis. They need to kill those two supports because they are the key in the war, and finish off with their finisher by the Ursa and also with the Ember, and they comes along with the Centaur to save their team.
Yeah, we see a big item being picked up by Vasco. He now has the Gleipnir that should be able to boost his ability to just finish off anyone that's stuck within the net. Now Team Maggie Kari is posturing for bottom lane. They're gonna keep applying pressure onto the towers. Will we see Team Raw respond to this, or will they just allow the tower to fall? In fact, I think Team Raw is just gonna let this go. They know that they are not strong enough to handle this, and in fact, they're gonna try to fortify to just buy some time for their Klings to farm up again.
Exactly.
Klings is gonna do the opposite. He's gonna try to take down this tier 1 tower, and at mid lane, however, Team Raw is already smoked up. Ioxiba is gonna be the one leading the fight, trying to bait out all their spells as much as they can, and they will.
It seems like Sentinel is like trying to say, hey, I'm here, come and get me.
Yeah, exactly. And Jigsaw has responded to the top lane, and that forces Vasco to retreat to the middle lane. Middle lane, they're trying to keep their tower alive. It is already in deny range, but they're gonna try to keep it alive as long as possible.
Yeah, because the tower also gives them some armor to the teams. If they deny, they don't lose their visions and the armor, and also some a good damage to counter the hero.
Yeah. Little Giant pressuring bottom.
It seems almost time out for the Aegis from the Ursa though.
And here it is. He's going to take down the first tier 2 tower, and that should do it. No resistance from Team Raw. They know that they are not strong enough to take on the fight. And they're going to slowly lose their tier 2 towers. Even the bottom lane has already been secured. Oh, top lane, however, they managed to find the kill onto the Tusk. Excel tried to respond with the Death Ward, but is not able to find any kill in return. Sun God has taken the fall as he's a little bit off position, and Ioxiba just jumps in with the Blink Dagger. Oh, nicely positioned, the Ice Path on, and a stun to connect. Are they able to connect this? He uses the Rolling Thunder, not able to get it off. Can they finish it in time?
Okay, here
We
comes
see the Strap coming in. Oh, there's so much damage coming in from the Jakiro, and they're gonna try to go on to Vasco, but there's so much damage already coming out from him as they're trying to dive under the tier 3 tower. But here comes Little Giant, angry Little Bear. He's trying to finish off anybody that he can. And on the bottom side, we see that Sun God Nima has already come in, and the Strap dub. Nicely done onto the Gleipnir. And it's a 3 for 2. Nice response on the tier 3 defense as Team Raw able to hold their tower.
I think this is their time to claim their back. So the times of against the Team Maggie Kari.
Yeah, I think Team Maggie Kari is recognizing that it's really hard to take out the Klings right now, especially when he's sitting at 2000 HP with his ultimate and the Death Pack that allows him to just take the HP of a neutral creep. And even the damage, he's packing a punch right now.
Another hero that I'm looking forward to be the Witch Doctor though, because when you look into when they're against the war, especially the Witch Doctor LT, it seems that there's not much damage to deal to them, because unfortunately the Centaur, they already have the Crimson Guard to counter the Witch Doctor LT lah.
Yeah, Team Maggie Kari is gonna need a lot of detection to try and handle this Vasco, but in my opinion, before they can even take him out, they need to take out all the remaining other heroes.
They need to aim their support hero in order for them to secure their cause.
Yep. That's the definite plan. Slowly they're also losing their towers. Vasco is strong enough to actually solo a lane and take out any of these towers right now.
Don't look now, but Radiant's bottom tower is getting obliterated.
Team Raw slowly reclaiming their jungle as they are de-warding, putting wards all over the place. And Maggie Kari is even scanning for the Roche Pit to see if there's any Roshan already respawn.
It seems that the team is now quite comfortable to farm in their lanes, in their areas, their jungles.
Yeah, despite the 11k gold lead, Maggie Kari is still not able to find a window of opportunity to take down the tier 3 tower. So they're gonna try and take down the last remaining tier 2 tower. That's gonna be their next objective. And they are making a beeline towards the top lane. 2 of their support heroes are already smoked up. They're gonna try to see if they're able to catch anyone in the jungle that happens to be farming. But little did they know, Team Raw is already have their jungle in full surveillance, and they will secure the outpost. Maggie Kari is applying pressure onto that. They're gonna trade a tier 1 for their tier 2. They're gonna leave it open.
And finally, they just claimed their first tower destroyed in this game just now.
Yeah, will we see a response from Team Raw as they're all still converging at mid? They're making their way probably towards bottom. They notice that Jisung is also pushing towards the bottom lane. And this is probably where Jisung is going to be in trouble if he's not too careful. Jisung being held up by the Glimmer. He will use the U-Scepter to try to save him. He will be able to... Oh, he doesn't have a Remnant available and he will get stuck onto the cliff. Is he able to get out there? Nice tip.
Okay, tips by their own teammates almost there.
They're gonna go on him. He doesn't have... He has one more Remnant. And his team, are they gonna pull him out? No, he's getting stuck. And Jisung actually makes a mistake and he takes the fall. What kind of play is that?
Unfortunate for the Ember to...
That was a fatal mistake by Jisung. Very uncharacteristic of him to make such a mistake. Alright, that's gonna be on Dota WTF. And Team Raw, they're gonna take advantage of the missing Ember.
Oh,
and,
here comes the Ursa. They're looking for the opportunity. They're waiting
oh,
for
nice
the
paralyzing
ulti.
tap, but he's
Here
just gonna
comes
try to
the
go on
Ursa.
Excel. Yes, he will be able to take note. Next, he will be aiming for Sun
Oh,
God. Nice
tap
tap.
from the Jakiro.
Sun God, Kimosobi, nice. They're gonna try and deal with Klings. The vacuum has come up. This is gonna be tough to be dealing with it.
Oh.
Vacuum misses. And all the illusions are running along with Alfie. Yep, save all the illusions. Don't
I think
lose
Klings
them.
is still looking at an opportunity to kill the supports. It seems that they are waiting. Oh, here he
Oh, they
goes!
find him. They missed the ice trap,
Well played from Klings.
but they don't have the damage. They need the disables from Shadow Shaman, and then to be they need the damage also from the Ursa to be able to take down this Vasco. Vasco so far he's 9 for 0. He is almost on his way to godlike in with just one more kill.
So if you look into the nav work, Ursa still in the top leading, but follow up with the Klings.
Okay, this is gonna be their next objective. Now that they've taken down all their tier 2 towers, they're gonna try to secure the Roche. And that will help them in their push towards the tier 3 tower. Bottom lane finds the Ursa. He's gonna get away, forces out his Ram and Rage, and he's gonna teleport out of there safely. Now Vasco, being the menace that he is, he's just gonna try to keep all the lanes from being pushed.
I believe Ursa is now trying to finish up their diesel, and then comes along. I believe the next attack could be Shard because they want to counter with the Klings Ember skills.
Auxiva posturing. Do they have vision? Doesn't seem like it. But he's just there just to ensure that Little Giant is safe as he very quickly takes down the Roshan. Do they know about it? Yes, they do. They're gonna respond with the Rolling Thunder.
Oh,
He's gonna grab it, and this is where the spike breaks out. Nice vacuum into the wall. Gonna
look!
a counter response. But a strap onto 3 heroes, and they get
by the
wiped
Klings.
immediately.
Oh, that's very close.
Little Giant gonna come back in, nicely done. They're gonna try to finish off this Vasco. Is this the first time that he will die? Do they have the detection? Where's the detection, guys?
There's no smoke.
No!
Ultra kill! Oh, that was good!
And the skeleton
Well
is able
played
to
from
finish him
Klings.
off.
Oh, it seems that the Klings is
very
very
greedy.
greedy. Oh, here goes the
Oh,
Klings!
no!
Well played for the Team Raw!
It is a rampage for Vasco, still unkillable, living on the life of the edge. My goodness, give this man a medal and a rampage for his plays.
All the Klings need is just a glider. That's it. That's it.
That is his power spike. That's all he needs. And that
Yes,
is the problem right now
exactly.
that MK is facing.
The other team of the members did a very good job holding their times to make sure their Klings have enough item. Then that's how they start to counter their team Maggie Kari.
The nice vacuum into the Rose Pit, and then the Straff immediately obliterates a lot of their MK heroes. There's just so much damage coming out from Vasco right now. How do you deal with almost 400 damage with each strike?
Counts together with the Chrysalis as
Yeah,
well.
and plus he has the critical strike of soon to be a 2.25 critical strike. How do you deal with that? That's just way too much damage. Look at that.
Honestly speaking, Klings is still in this space, bro.
Yeah, he has 3.4k HP. Let's look at how the tankiest hero looks like. Only 2.2k, and this is your Centaur with only 2.2k HP against a Klings that has 3.4. Oh, that is a lot of life. Yep, and plus he has a lot of armor as well. I mean, look, this guy only has 14 armor.
Since the Team Raw gained their confidence against the Team Maggie Kari, now Maggie Kari need to find a way how to counter with the Klings.
Yeah, do they have the control? Because if Klings decides to pick up a BKB, oh, but instead he's gonna pick up a SKADII, and that will boost his sustainability as well as damage at the same time. Oh, they're gonna.
I think that's what the team Maggie Kari failed on, because most of their heroes from the team Roy are late game. Wish Doctor is also a kind of the support late games. Pango also, Darkseer, not to mention with the Kings.
Yeah, so far there's no Abyssal yet being picked up by the Ursa, and probably that's a key mechanism that they need to lock down the Klings long enough.
Surprisingly, Kings didn't buy BKB. They're rushing for the SKADII instead.
Yeah, he believes that he needs to tank as much damage for his team as well, so he's gonna rely a lot more on his sustainability rather than the disables. And hopefully his team will be able to be coming in to save him, especially with the Tusk Snowball. That should buy him some time to disjoint. And here we see Team Raw, they're doing a really good job in controlling their jungle, the vision over there. At the same time, Maggie Kari is already posturing to try and take out any stray running people in the mid lane. Here it is, they're gonna come in and they're gonna finish off Axel again.
Very quick kill by Ursa.
That is expected. You're taking out your tier 5, your 5th position hero, but that's not gonna do much in a team fight. And instead, Vasco is gonna turn his attention towards the tier 1 tower, but at the same time they're already going to try to pressure objectives wise the tier 3 tower at mid lane. And if Vasco, yes he is, he's already back home, and they will try to take this team fight. Nice
here comes the Vasco!
The Glaive able to finish up 2 of their cores right away.
And
they don't have the damage anymore. Sun God Nika will fall to the DPS, but here they will try to get as much kill as they can of the Kimosobi, and it's a 2 for 2. They're going to try to finish off what they can. Vasco, he does have a Gleipnir up. Oh, and the Seraph is gonna finish him off again. Goo, he's gonna try to get out there as much as possible. The tower is already in deny range, but Goo, is he able to get out there? Yes, he can. They do spot him up, and oh, the nice vacuum, able to stop him from teleporting away, and they will finish him. It's a 4-man team wipe. Only the person that had the Aegis was the only one that got out of that. And yeah, that was a great defense by Team Raw, able to turn and reduce the gold net worth, which was previously a 9k gold lead, is reduced down to 6k. Things are looking grim now for Team Maggie Kari.
Things doesn't look good for the team Maggie Kari, yeah, it is. Even the Kings also slowly catching up the network from Ursa.
Yeah, they don't have a way to deal with this Gleipnir, at least a Force Staff or even a... Oh, they're gonna try to go on him. The dust comes out a little bit slow. A nice stun coming into both. They managed to find...
It's just the Klings is too fat.
They're gonna hold him down, they're gonna try to go onto Klings. They're gonna ignore this Alfie because they say no, we need to deal with the Klings first, and they will finish him off. In fact, they managed to get both the heroes. Finally, the godlike Klings has come down, taken in a very, very hard attempt.
Oh, here comes the series change.
Oh, and he just
nice.
This might be the end of the
ice
life as well.
Well played from Jakiro.
Oh, the snowball didn't save
Okay.
Sun God Nikon, and he will give up his life. That was a team wipe voluntarily given by Sun God Nika. Interesting turn of events as we see now that the mid lane has opened up. They're probably going to try to go for the push as Jakiro, and even Shadow Shaman already has the Mass Serpent Ward. They're just going to head straight in and force the buyback from the Nixon. So Vasco, I believe he's just going to wait it out. They know that they cannot defend this yet. They're going to let go of one tier of racks. So there'll be a lane goal going in the way of Maggie Kari.
Oh, here comes the series. Oh, you look how far that shackle is.
Axel, able to get out there. They're going to try to focus their attention onto Alfie, but instead, no, they're going to get out safely. Okay, yeah, they're playing very, very safely. If it were me, I would definitely dive onto Alfie and who's this? The Witch Doctor, because we really want to force the buyback from Vasco, and he's still trying to hold his gold reserve for the later fights. Okay, the gold has gone in the way back of Maggie Kari, and we see that there's a huge dip due to the team fight earlier, and now that they have climbed a little bit back up onto the side of Maggie Kari. Heaven's Halberd already picked up by Elxiwa. it's one of the ways to do it. The Kling's able to just jump in and put on the disarm. That should be able to hold out Vasco, because he's really not building any BKB, as he's going for full damage potential. Look at that. Even the Chrysalis and the Daedalus already being lined up, as well as the Dragon Lance that will offer him a lot of range and escape as well. Can Maggie, Kari be able to keep up the pressure applying onto Team Raw, or will they allow Vasco to get even bigger, as he is now sitting on 4,000 HP?
Don't look now, but Radiant's bottom tower is getting obliterated.
It's getting a lot harder to deal with these heroes, as MK is taking more time. They're gonna find the kill. Little Giant trying to find his way.
Oh, nice.
Gonna focus
Fast for the
on
hero.
and they're gonna deal with the smaller heroes first, but they're not able to finish off the Kimosobi, as he's already let out his Rolling Thunder. And it's a 1-for-1 exchange. They will lose the Central Warp Chief, and now they're pressing on. Jason is gonna join back the fight, and he's gonna put a lot of damage, but Kimosobi did not go down without taking out the Shadow Shaman first.
Well played from the Vasco.
Okay, Coco will be able to solo. Oh, he's able to dodge that.
Oh,
Axel
one
still
more
alive,
hit.
but Jason will be able to just clean him up. It's a 1-on-1 right now, and Jason is he able to dodge it? No! That is a team wide. Team Raw, and Vasco is always the last one to remain. That is a sad play and a sad day for Jigsaw. And Vasco, he will happily march on down to the mid lane and take his prize, which is the tier 2 tower. And with no one left to defend, even the siege engines are coming in, both of them. This is gonna put a lot of damage onto the tier 3 tower. Maggie, Kari, are they gonna buy back to put some pressure onto this? Nope, instead Vasco decides to go away, and he knows that he won't be able to do much over there.
Exactly.
As Gu, as well as Ioxiwa has already respawned from the tower.
Yeah, that is a good choice because Klings has no BKB and Shaman easily hacks and will be finished off with their carries.
Yeah, we've seen Coco with a very well placed ice path in the team fight, but that is just not enough to deal with the Klings that is doing so much damage. For a Klings that has no BKB, he's really running freely among this.
Oh, here comes the smoke. They are looking for a kill right now.
They're gonna go on Roche, see if there's any Roche respawn, but they decide this is the best time to do anything, especially.
Just
they spotted. Super lucky, as Roche responds in the right time. They're gonna
Okay,
get
here comes. I think the team Maggie Kari also aware that the teams are looking for the Roshan.
Little Giant already popped his BKB. That must be the mistake. And yeah, this is going away uncontested. Is it gonna go to Vasco? Yes, it is. Even the Aghanims in Insightful. Oh, Kimosobi actually has the Aegis. Vasco doesn't need it.
It seems that they want to sustain the team fight, so that's why they give the Aegis to the Pango instead.
Yeah, and now that Klings has the Burning Army, that is just gonna do so much more damage in team fights. Well, there was a little mistake performed by Little Giant. He used his BKB, and that just means that they're not able to find a window to break up that Roshan fight. And that was, yeah, uncontested. Cheese even going in the way of Klings. He's now holding onto it. And that is 2,500 extra HP on top of his 4,000 HP.
Oh, you look, the net worth from the Klings is already at 36 net gold. 10k away from the Ursa.
Yeah. It's gonna be really tough. Who do they prioritize? I mean, if you're Team MK, who do you prioritize to go on? Do you go on the Vasco, who is the main DPS, damage dealer? But he's sitting at 6,500 HP. How do you deal with somebody like that? Alright. And his other heroes as well, they're getting tankier by the minute. As you see, even the Pipe of Insight is already picked up. Sun God Nika is, well, he's still sitting at small items, but he's not an easy hero to deal with either, sitting at 2k HP. Because as you're sitting on Maggie Kari's side, I don't think they can defend this. If they are not too careful, they will actually end up losing one of their heroes. And here, Jason tries to pressure the top lane, and it will cause two of Team Raw to respond to that.
Yeah, the only reason why the team MK are able to sustain this game is because they're able to destroy the tower at the mid.
Yeah, we haven't seen much Mass Serpent Ward yet being used by the Gu, Shadow Shaman, as there's really not much opportunity to find a certain ground to stand upon. We see tier 4 items already coming up. This is the best time to be hunting in the jungle right now. Especially all the neutral items are spawning. Little Giant, he's all by his lonesome. They do see him, and Vasco thinking about it.
Oh, Vasco is looking opportunity to another kill.
Thinking about it. Kimosobi only left with 2.5 minutes of the Aegis remaining. And Vasco is gonna try to play the racked game. He's gonna try to TP as many lanes as he can, and even picked out the BKB to boot to help him to ensure to get out safely. Where will he place his remnant? And he's gonna pressure the bottom lane, but as I say that, they're actually scuffling.
Oh, nice ice bar from Coco.
Can they find the retreat? I think Coco will actually give up his life for this. He's really fast. Even the vacuum committed, and yes they will, they'll find one. Rolling Thunder already being used. They're gonna keep on pressuring the bottom lane, and yeah, he will get out safely. Jisun is gonna try to rejoin the fight because the rest of the team, they just leave Alfie alone. Is Vasco there? Yes he is. If he's not too careful, he must find it into 2. There is a lot of damage. They're gonna try to focus him down. The chi is being used. That is another life to bring, but they have the damage, they have the hold. They will be able to take him down. That is Vasco eliminated. Kimosobi will be the next one to fall probably. He will use the little shell. One more hit, and yes they have. They're gonna take down his second life. The rest of the team from Team Raw, are they gonna kind of converge to save his team? Are they gonna try and land him fall?
Oh, yes, they're gonna land him fall. Oh, nice ice bar.
They're gonna land fall and they're gonna try to retreat. They know that there's no hope in saving the last man, Pangolia. They take out 2 of their lives, and even, well, should I say 4? Because Klinks has also used up his second life in that fight, but the amount of disable coming from Shadow Shaman, able to hold him down.
Yeah, I think that's the pay if they don't have the BKB to counter all the disable items, the hacks, the shackles, everything.
Yeah, this is the opportunity that MK is looking for right now. They really need to push the lanes and force the buyback from this Vasco. He still hasn't used his buyback. And this is it. This is where they're gonna converge. And hopefully they'll be able to receive that. So far no glyph being used. They're gonna give up the tower. No response yet from Klinks. They're gonna try and pressure the heroes, taking a lot of damage with 2 Slide of Fist, and we see Jisun able to finish off one of the heroes already.
Reach of the down.
Alfie, the first one to fall I see is a little bit out of position, seeing the reach from Jisun. And here they're gonna try to go for the top lane now. This is gonna be a mega creeps, and still, is there gonna be a buyback from Jisun? No, he said wait 10 more seconds. Alfie has already decided to buy back. If they can take down this tower, this is going to be great for them. And they will retreat after that safely because they know that they don't want to deal with the Klinks. Very slowly, they're playing the rack game. Things are looking favorable for MK, but one small mistake in one more team fight, and this could be it. This could be the end of MK. We see a smoke immediately coming out from Team Raw. They're going to respond to this. They know that they have taken out the outpost, and they're going to probably still be in the jungle. Coco, if he's not too careful, he's going to be the last one on the back lines. And they're going to scan for the Roche, which is a little bit too soon. Smoke is still in place. And they're going to find the team. Nice one onto the vacuum onto 2. They managed to find it, Straff. Ice Path doesn't connect. Vasco's still there. Ioxiwa still running around.
No,
they're going to find a lot of control on the team. My goodness. The whole Team Raw is taking so much damage out of that. Amazing fight from the Jakiro. Is able to put out the Ice Path as well as the Macro Pyre, just dealing so much magic damage onto the team, and Vasco really has nothing left to do. He couldn't find the ultimate angle for his strap, and he wasn't able to use any of it at all.
Oh, it seems that Eclipse is looking for building and Divine?
Yep, that is the only hope that they have. Coco?
Oh,
he finds the kill!
Get the sense over this one.
They want to force the buyback. Coco, he's gonna be in trouble. Yes, they are making huge mistakes here, one by one. They're feeding it over to Team Raw. They had an opportunity, but yeah, even Little Giant tipping his teammates. Well done there. Well done. Okay. A favorable team fight by MK, but still they can't find a window to push in because they know that Vasco is the one who is able to hold the final lane, hold their ground. Man, this is a huge raid boss that they have to deal with. And now the BKB also picked up. This is even tougher to deal with.
Yeah, he has no choice, need to buy the BKB for the clinks.
Yeah, and now MK, their only hope is to rely on the next Roshan. Once they have the Roshan, at least they have 6 lives, maybe 7 lives with the cheese, a refresher chart, and also an Aghanim's Blessing. That's gonna give them a better chance to survive the fight against Vasco. But can Team Raw turn this around? All they need is one good team fight and they will be able to take one more lane of racks and probably the end of the throne if they are fast enough to fight near the Radiant side.
It's kind of risky. Either you take down the clinks first or you take down the whole team that's supporting the clinks.
Exactly. It really comes down to the vacuum wall timing. Alright, if the vacuum is able to get onto most of the MK, then Team Raw will be able to come out of that on top. But when it comes to the Ice Path, if the Ice Path is able to connect onto as many heroes as they can onto Team Raw, then that's where it turns the fight around. As we see, Jakiro almost going into his level 20 talent. Either is he gonna pick up the Macro Pyre damage or either the Ice Path. I would always choose the Ice Path. It's so good, so good. The 0.5 seconds in a late game situation onto 3-4 heroes, that's gonna turn the tide around really quickly. Ember Spirit already sitting at level 28. Very soon he's gonna hit level 30 and that's gonna make him one of the strongest heroes out there at level 30, being able to pick up all the talents. Ioxiwa still a bit far off from his level 25 talent. Surprisingly, none of them actually decide to pick up the Blade Mail. I mean, isn't it best to just deal with a Clinks that's going 500, 600 damage and you just pick up a Blade Mail and he's slowly or very surprisingly killing himself in the strat? If he's not too careful, right? Everybody just go for Blade Mail.
Yeah, I believe they are farming for saving for the buyback just in case they are losing their wars in the next war. Especially for the team making Kari.
But slowly this ranged Rax is chipping away and they're bleeding out. At the same time, MK has found themselves their Roche. There's no response from Team Raw. And Little Giant, is he gonna be the one? Yes, he is. He's gonna be the one to pick up the Aegis. He's also gonna be the one to pick up the Aghanim Scepter, and there's a cheese waiting over there. Nobody wants to grab it. They're gonna wait for Clinks to show up. And Ioxiwa will be the one to store it in his inventory for later use. Team Raw is really struggling. They're just hugging their base as much as they can, while the rest of MK, they're really building their net worth towards bigger items. Very soon at the 50th minute mark, we're gonna see maybe tier 5 neutral items are gonna be spawned in the Dire jungle. And here they are, they're posturing themselves. They're gonna need as much detection as they can while they are pushing this top lane. A very nice ward here by the Team Raw. They're able to get a lot of vision onto Team MK.
Seems that they are still waiting the right timing to counter back against the Team Raw, especially on the Clinks. Clinks really need a very good positioning to counter them back.
Yeah, this is really hard to push into, especially with the Alfie's Vacuum. He's ready to go. He even has the Aghanim Center, so this is gonna be a parallel wall. Oh, there's even a normal punch. No, he doesn't have the parallel wall yet.
Yeah, parallel will be at the talent level 20. No, sorry.
Oh, did they actually take it out? There's no more parallel wall. Okay, sorry about that. I was living in the older patch.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, so here we see they're slowly pressuring the bottom and mid lane. They really want the response to be split by this team. And Jison already taking so much damage. He does have the refresher shard. Good to go. That's probably to refresh both his Gleipnir and also the U Scepter and the Black BKB. Gu, he's gonna put down his wards. This is nice. They're gonna safely push down the lane. This is very nice. And yeah, they will get one more Rax. And Ursa, he has a double D. He's gonna and a nice Lotus Orb. Able to stop that. The disarm. They're gonna finish off 1 hero, 2 heroes, 3 heroes. Oh, the vacuum into the wall, and that is a strap as well. What an amazing response from the vacuum. That is the fight that they wanted, Team Raw. buyback coming from Ember. He's gonna rejoin the fight, and he will try to see and salvage if he can get anything from that. But there's just too much damage coming from Vasco.
Oh, that was very close.
So much damage. He's gonna get the hell out of there.
Skip of the bundle is that.
Even a refresher being used just in case.
I was from really Ember is trying to end the ring instead of.
But there it was, ladies and gentlemen, the perfect timing for the vacuum into the wall and the strap at the same time, just dealing really so much damage, even though the Ice Path and the Macro Pyre had responded. But yeah, they just really need that final Rex to ease their burden. They need to do that one more time. They need to just use this Shadow Shaman, get a blink, just go blink in and then use the ultimate, finish off that melee barracks, and hopefully with that final barracks down, they'll be able to use the advantage of the mega creeps to their advantage. But they need to save their buybacks. Ember has already used up his buyback, and that's going to be a problem.
And now they are looking for the tier 5 items in hoping that they can turn the tide against the team Raw.
Yeah, let's look at the buyback status from the teams. Okay, so the Radiant side, we have Yes from Little Giant. Okay, so most of the Radiant side, only the Ember doesn't have the buyback. For the Team Raw, only the very soon. Actually, all of them from Team Raw will be able to have their buyback soon. So this is gonna be really hard to fight into. A very nice Lotus Orb response really stops the Little Giant from finishing off the task just now. That was a very excellent response. Even the Aeon Disc being picked up by Jigson, just to give him time.
It seems like Ember is buying the Aeon Disc.
Yeah, Ember is playing super defensive right now.
Exactly.
Yeah, all they need to is survive the initial barrage from Klinks, and again, Team MK, they really need to play off going in and out of team fights. That's the way that they play. They need to go in and they need to go and come back when the timing is right, especially when the teams have converged into a bad positioning.
It's kind of quite difficult for the TNK. For example, like if they want to counter the Klings, Shaman need to capture using the Shackle or the Hex, but unfortunately the other teams will come and support the Klings.
Yep.
To counter back with the Shamans.
Yeah, the vacuum is one of the best counter initiations for that. It's gonna break up the vacuum, the Shackle, sorry, and it's gonna also allow Klings to just be able to respond with the strap arrows, staring arrows into it.
Exactly.
Come on.
Here comes the smoke.
Oh,
here
the
comes
counter
the
initiation! They're gonna go on the Kimosobi first. The paralyzing cast doesn't bounce, and the Rolling Thunder is able to get out. They're gonna try to find their way. Where is Klinks? He's still all the way at mid. He's not joining the team fight. In fact, Little Giant is gonna come in, finish out the Alfie as he's way too far out. Kimosobi, no more Rolling Thunder. This is an opportunity for Shadow Shaman to drop at the wards, and yes, he will respond to that.
Nice ice fire from the Coco. Oh, here comes the Klinks! All 3 hero skill! Oh!
And a nice response from the BKB. Ioxiwa tried to blink in to use the Heaven's Halberd, but Vasco just responded with a BKB, and that allowed him to grab a triple kill off that.
Well played coming from the Klinks, finish off the 2 support heroes from the MK.
This is a difficult barracks to break into. Especially the Serpent Wards wasn't focusing on the barracks, it was focusing on other heroes, and that was such a wasted movement. And here now that they know that there's only 2 heroes remaining on the team MK, this is the timing that they're looking for. They're gonna try to force their way down to mid lane.
I just realized Klinks has a Divine.
He has a Divine, and he also has a Refresher Orb.
There's 1 health.
Yeah.
Scary Klinks.
I mean, look at that, 1.8k damage coming out from each steering arrow. This is like your Phantom Assassin on steroids, man. Jisan is gonna try to make his way towards the top. And he's gonna see if there's anybody to respond, and here it is, all 3 heroes already teleporting right away. And he will safely make it away. 3 heroes responded to the safety of Excel. He's really living in Struggle City right now.
Yeah, because they have the Ember, right, to prolong the game, so they have a difficult time to push the lane unless they are confident to push on one lane and straight win the game.
Yep. I think we're in for another 30 more minutes because look at this, the tier 3 tower is still healthy as heck. But again, it really comes down to how they make the
here comes the Ember.
Ember, can he get out there safely? He uses
he uses a BKB to finish off the wreck.
Can he make it in time?
Okay.
He really needs to get out there right now. Okay, yes, he can.
Honestly speaking, the team is struggling.
Yeah, they have no way to hold him down. There's no Abyssal Blade to hold down the Ember Spirit. And if he keeps doing that, well, it will take a while. They really need the help of the Serpent Wards. And they also need the help of the Ember and this Ursa to take down the barracks.
Yeah, they're still looking for the tier 5 items.
Yep. But again, another timing window comes down to the next Roche. They need a second life. They really need all the help that they can get to push into this final barracks. And Team Raw, again, they're in the smoke right now. They're gonna try to find any stragglers. Okay.
The Vasco is so confident.
Alright, he just ate one of his skeleton army. This will allow him to have more HP. IOC1 might be the victim right now. They're gonna find him. Yes, they can. Hold him down. Yes, they can. Come on, guys. Blade Mail. Come on. That's how you take down the Clinks.
Since the center is not enough to counter Clink's damage.
Yeah. A very nice find. They're able to get onto the Center War Chief. And here Little Giant will find his way into the Roche Pit. He will be able to grab this easily with a double damage rune as well. They're gonna try to find as much support as they can. In fact, mid lane is being pushed in. Jison is applying so much pressure. Can he get out of there alive? Yes, he can. This is really well played by Jigsaw. Just keeping the enemies in their base while Little Giant is safely taking out the Roche, and he will secure it safely. Another refresher shot, another Aghanim's Blessing going in the way of MK, and he's probably gonna give this over to Shadow Shaman because that's what they really read right now. They're gonna need the Serpent Wards to do as much damage as they can to the team fight. Sun God Nika having the Lotus Orb and the Heaven's Halberd. And Vasco, what is he gonna build into next? He's already putting the Eye of Skadi in his...
They're looking for another Divine.
He probably is. And guys, come on, this is where you have to buy Blade Mail. 5 Blade Mail, this is how you counter the Clinks. Just get Vacuum and everybody open up Blade Mail.
Right.
Right.
That would be funny.
Yeah, that would be funny. I mean, you see
if every one of them buy the plan.
and just watch Clinks kill him. So, I mean, look at this guy. He's just going full greedy build. It's Divine and then Divine again. He has 10k sitting in his bank, and there are buybacks available. So 2 buybacks only available for not available for the side of Team Raw. What do the others have? Alfie? If only he can get a refresher. If he can get a refresher, that would be great for the Darkseer.
Oh!
Nah, they're just gonna try to force him to use that. And he will continue to apply pressure. The melee barracks has almost healed up to full HP. Again, this is gonna be a long match, ladies and gentlemen. And this is the way that they're gonna play. Ooh. The skeleton army is still doing a lot of damage. Jisun is going to teleport his way down the bottom. Are they able to chip? Yes, they can. They're actually able to chip a bit at the tier 4 tower, and this is how they're going to pressure either the tier 4 tower slowly, exposing the throne, or they're going to try to expose this melee barracks as well. And all that Team Rock can do is play a tower defense game. They're going to find the opportunity where MK, Maggie, Kari makes a small mistake, and that will be the advantage to their a cue for them to just go on down the mid lane and push the lanes. Coco, careful. Oh no!
Just finish off the Jakiro here.
Jakiro is way too forward, and Little Giant only had one plan, and he wanted to just finish off the lane. And here instead they're gonna go on to mid. They're gonna try to take down the mid lane towers. And Gu, I think he will lose his life. Yes, he will. They're gonna try to finish off this tower as much as they can. And that will expose the throne, putting Team Raw into more pressure. A very smart play coming from Maggie Kari. And Little Giant able to get the kill off onto Alfie, who has ventured a little bit far ahead. And Little Giant, if he's not too careful, oh my goodness, they even take down the Jigsaw. And nice block. They're gonna try to take out Nika, but Nika is just way too tanky. And they will find him. Yes, they can. Little Giant, can he get out there? Oh, nice! And nice shot! They're able to block his team. They'll have to take a detour, but they're not gonna stop their chase onto Little Giant. In fact, they're gonna find the stun, the vacuum, control. But Vasco decides to turn his way onto LC1. And the throne is exposed. The only person that they're not able to take down is the person with the Aegis. That is a huge waste.
Actually, the Ursa can just continue the fight and let the enemy stay in there, so let the creep push at the throne instead.
Yeah, right. Since he has the Aegis, he has a second life, he should just apply pressure onto the lanes. But yeah, this is a really tough fight to break into. And Maggie Kari is slowly taking the advantage of breaking in, but at the same time they are losing their heroes and they are losing the net worth gain. And we're down to just only 2,000 net worth advantage for Maggie Kari. If we look at the gold graph, there has been a huge dip of gold going back and forth, and slowly but surely is going in the way of Team Raw, even though Team Maggie Kari has full control of the map. But yeah, breaking into a team fight, especially on high ground, is going to be, yeah, we've seen it to be really, really tough.
Not to mention that TMK, they already have the buyback for the Amber and Seto.
Coco, using the iPad. He needs to use the Macro Pyre right now. Otherwise the creeps will push into it.
Uh-oh, the
Vasco is going forward. Rolling Thunder, they're gonna find Ursa, and he's gonna take the brunt of the damage. Oh, nice Ice Path, he's gonna stop the push. This is a very good defense. They're gonna buy time for the Centaur and also the Ember Spirit to come back. And they're not able to find the opportunity to push in. Team Raw is going as far as they could. But now they know that they have to retreat. They cannot take the fight on the high ground of Team MK. And here they will hold. And their tower is still healthy, somewhat of a bit of a chip damage. But yeah, at the same time, if they push too far, Ember Spirit is looking for the opportunity to just TP in and backdoor the throne, because now that the throne as well as the melee barracks is exposed.
Exactly, the Team Rock cannot afford to leave the throne just like that. They can't even push one lane unless the enemy all heroes are dead. Since the Ember is flying top, bottom, mid, keep pushing all the creeps. Since the Team Rock is constantly under pressure to defend the thrones.
Yeah, they need this task to get 5 Divines and 1 Shadow Blade. I mean Silver Edge, and that should be the one to seal the deal.
Oh, exactly.
And here we see tier 5 neutral items already coming out. One of the best ways to farm the jungle. They really need to secure these tier 5 items. Oh, Vasco, he's gonna invade the jungle. And if he's able to spot it out, he doesn't want to push his luck.
Oh, I didn't look for the Amber instead.
Yeah, they're looking for the Ember, the bigger target. But Ember, he has to play his mind out as the response from this Vasco. Thanks, man, it's huge. He's already 6 slotted, 7 slotted, he even has a Sight of Ice ready to go, queued up. And even an Ex Machina, a double refresher. Imagine having 18 seconds of BKB onto a Clinks. That is one of the toughest to deal with. And if you're able to use Death Pact continuously with your skeleton army lining up, woof, that is a lot of damage. And an army to boot. Oh, he decides to pick up the Stygian Desolator. Even more damage. He's almost sitting at, I think he can go even to up to 3k damage when it comes to the crit. This I gotta see. Stygian Desolator, ooh.
A tool to teach.
They're waiting for the next Roshan. Dire, they know that. They're looking for the Rosh and they're gonna try to contest.
Oh, now the Clean is looking for. Oh, the Aeonis is just broke.
Ice Path connects, but do they have the detection? No, they don't. They cannot see him.
But Cleans do have hacks.
But the fight does break out. Coco is in a lot of trouble.
Oh, here comes the Ursa! In the Cleans
a nice Macro Pyre onto 3-4 heroes. Ice Path as well. They almost got Vasco. They did! They take down Vasco! He's gonna immediately buy back and he's gonna try to rejoin the fight and check out his teammates. But at the same time, Rolling Thunder is trying to hold the team at bay. And here, Alfie has also rejoined the fight. There's a full buyback coming from Team Raw. They're gonna try as much as they can to converge. But they're trying to
finish off those. Oh, he tried to finish off the thrones.
Little Giant doing his best, taking out Sun God. A nice ice path holding him in place, but he's being disarmed, cannot do anything at all. But Sun God, he's surely the fall, yes he will. And even
Oh, here comes the Witch Doctor!
Can he do? Let it fly, let it fly! Oh, and this should be able to buy some time, but Ioxiwa, I think he will fall for this. Will he survive? Yes, he will. So they managed to take out 2, and this might be their final push. Vasco, he will be able to take him out. There's even a Divine Rapier.
Down of the age. Divine.
Divine Rapier sitting on the deck. Twinks, are you gonna pick it up? He decides to? No?
Oh no! Wow, they just stood. Okay.
Career cannot pick it up. Come on. No, your career can't do it. What a back and forth match this was. 18k going in the way of Maggie Kari. I mean, look at that. The gold swing, the gold grab, look at that. The damage from Kling is 14,000 as compared to Ursa. They're dealing way too much damage onto these heroes. But the full buybacks, now that Team Raw is buybackless, they are sitting on a very, very thin wire. One small mistake and a bad team fight going south, and that's it. They're gonna lose their team fight opportunities.
I think that's a bit of opportunity for MK to really put a lot of pressure on their Raw.
Yeah, what a huge dip. I mean, that team fight really turned things around. So they're gonna give the Pangolia a Divine. Very nicely done with the Swashbuckle especially. That's gonna give him a lot of damage. And he's gonna be very happy about it.
Who is going to deal a lot of damage.
So what do Ursa replace his... okay, he's still sitting with a lot of money there. And I think he's gonna be a Divine Rapier all the way for this game. Everybody's just gonna pick up Divine Rapiers. Everybody's just gonna drop Divine Rapiers. And huge horse centaur right here.
Honestly speaking, that's what you see. He just needs a blade.
He seriously just needs a blade now. I mean, that's what you need to do with a Klinks, right? Just let him kill himself. I mean, everybody's gonna be doing so much right-click damage. Refresher. This guy really needs a refresher as well. A double wall, a double vacuum is really what really turned team fights around.
But since that's it, he's looking to buy another hex item site. Of the Klinks.
I feel really sad for this guy, Axel. I mean, look at that. Look at that. It's twice as much net worth as the next position 5.
That's the price as a support, bro.
Oh, smoke. They're gonna find
there goes. Okay.
He managed to avoid the strap, but a vacuum onto 1, they will find the giant Ioxiwa.
Oh no, but see that look, Ember is trying to finish off the throne.
Is he trying to do it? He's gonna let the team fight happen at mid lane.
Okay, Ember is trying to finish off the throne.
Ember? He's got the Book of Death.
Oh, he doesn't keep him on the Klinks.
Vasco is gonna try to break the fight up. Do they have it? Oh no, he broke up all the creeps. All the creeps are gone, but they're leaving the mid alone. They will take out the Ember. And it's a 1-for-1 trade. They will lose 2 of their cores. They're gonna drop the Divine Rapier. This is a very cheeky play by Jixon. A very, very cheeky play.
That is so close for him.
With the Book of the Dead lined up, yeah, he was so close. They even have the all-seeing eye to be able to see how much HP the throne has, and they're gonna try to do a backdoor. But Gu, is he able to get out of this? Oh, a little bit too soon to be using that. He used the Ghost Scepter to get out there. The Ice Shards.
Oh, here comes the Ember trying to push the throne.
There it is. Oh, and he's gonna try to force this lane? No, they're gonna just leave it. Even the creeps are just gonna break, and it will be a mega creep. It will be a mega creep. No. Come on!
That is so close.
I'm getting some closure issues. There's no closure to
any of these barracks. A lot.
Just a little bit. Come on, guys. Do they have any more buybacks for these teams? There's no buyback for any of the dire side. In fact, all of them are still about 3 minutes on cooldown. This is very dangerous for them. Even the teleportations are on cooldown for the dire side. Do they have glyph? Glyph of fortification is on cooldown for dire, about 30 more seconds.
So this it is. Will they able to defend?
Oh, they're gonna find their kill.
They're trying to catch the kill. Okay, Clicks is intentional.
Oh no, Clicks!
No,
Oh, Vasco!
okay,
He's no more!
it's
He's
GG.
dead! The team is dead! There's no more buyback from the team, and this is the opportunity that MK is looking for. They're gonna
Yeah,
find the
they
throw,
finish
they're
off.
gonna find the kill, they're gonna get a
Okay,
team
well
wipe
played,
on the team
Team
roll. This is it,
MK.
ladies and gentlemen. Good game and well played for Team Maggie Kari. They have managed to take game 1 in the best of 3 series in our SKADII tournament, the grand finals. After a good 69 minutes game, we have finally seen the end of it.
This is just the first game, bro. We have another 2 more rounds if the MK won, if the Raw team in the second match.
That was a mistake vacuum, I believe, from the Darkseer, which pushed away the Jakiro at the very least. But that was a huge bait for coming from Coco, and a very nice response from Team Maggie Kari. Here we see the breakdown and also the graph leading to the team fight. There was a very slight advantage at some point going to Team Kumpulan Raw, but at no way Maggie Kari has always been dominant throughout the whole game, and it was a very entertaining fight coming from both teams. A display of skill and team fights, just pure amazingness coming from both
In
teams.
the end of the day, it's the chemistry is the key to get to the team, regardless if this hero is a late game or not. Because if you look at it, it's like heavily, strongly depending on the Ursa to finish off the Clinks. But unfortunately, on the last 4, Clinks got caught earlier, and everyone was trying to support him, but unlucky for him.
Yeah, it was the mental duress, right? I mean, for both teams, they are like 6-7 slotted and sitting on 10k in their banks. It's a really huge mental duress going to such a late game stage. 69 minutes in, and yeah, Maggie Kari came out as the victors for game number 1.
Once again, no blood now, bro. No blood now.
Yeah. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we will take a break for the 15 minutes, and we'll come back to you again for game number 2, probably at around 4 o'clock.
We'll see you in the second round.
We'll see you again. Thanks for joining us.